Bible tells us that there is a gate to heaven. Hebrews 9:27 says, "It is appointed for men to die once." Ecclesiastes 12:7 says, "Then the dust will return to the earth as it was." Ecclesiastes 12:7 also tells us, "And the spirit of man will return to God who gave it." And after the death comes judgment. As we now take our journey to heaven's gate, let us examine the life of one John Smith. Well, John, you are here.
Where am I?
You are at heaven's gate. But the question is your name in my book? The book of life. Did you, John, confess me as Lord? According to my word in Romans 10:9, which says, "If you confess me with your mouth and believe in your heart that God raised me from the dead, you shall be saved."
Yes, I did. I believe in my heart that I really did.
Matthew 7:21 tells us, "But not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father in heaven." So, John, did you do my will?
You know, I believe that I did. I received Jesus into my heart as my Lord and Savior.
Well, let's examine the evidence. There is a book that we've been keeping on your life, John. It's called the Book of Remembrance. According to Malachi, chapter 3, verse 16, "Then the people who feared the Lord spoke to one another, and the Lord listened and heard what they said. In his presence there was written down in a book a record of those who feared the Lord and respected him." So, John, what is the testimony of those who worked with you? Did they testify that you were lazy, or were you diligent? Did they testify that you were difficult, or were you pleasant? Did they see me in you. John, did you treat your coworkers with respect, or did you treat them as sexual objects? Did they see me in you, John? What is the testimony of your friends? Did they testify that they loved you because you were a cool party animal? Or that they pitied you because they knew you had a drug or a liquor problem? John, what is the testimony of your loved one, your spouse, your lover? Did they testify that you were a peacemaker or a constant problem? Again, John, did they see me in you? John, what is the testimony of your heart and your time? Did you open your heart and spend your time to help others along the way as I did? Most importantly, did you look to me, seek me through my word and prayer? Or, John, did you worship other gods? There are many gods in the world, John. Were they yours? Did you worship them? And John, did you make time for me, or did you have no time to come to worship me in my house? Were you ashamed of me? Or did you ever tell others about me and pray for them so that they would love me? And so I ask you, John, do you think there was enough evidence in your life from all the witnesses in your life for me to write your name down in my book of life as one of my true followers? Did your love for me on earth offer enough proof that I was not just your Savior, but truly your Lord, and that you deserve to spend eternity with me in paradise? John, the question is not where you are. The question is there enough evidence to prove that you deserve deserve entrance into eternal bliss with me. And I am the judge. That is the question. Did you prove for me on earth that you truly are worthy to spend eternity with me? For John, I am the judge. For the Father judges no one, but has committed all judgment to me, his Son.
I believe my confession was sincere. I was at the pharmacy in line and I met this pastor, and he led me to Christ to be my Lord and my Savior. And I know that I started kind of late in life, but ever since I did that, things have been different for me in my life. I found myself caring and expressing my experiences where I did things my way, and how God was really patient with me and had mercy and grace to the point where I started loving myself again. And as a result of loving myself, I started loving others and seeing things the way God sees things. I read His Word, I read His Word, and I pray. And those are things that I had never done before, but it's making a big difference in my life. So I believe that I'm on the right track. I've dedicated my life to Jesus Christ as my Lord and my Savior.
And John, we have looked at the evidence. Your confession, as well as the belief in your heart, as well as your corresponding actions based on your belief. And by the authority given to me by the Most High, I welcome you, John, into the kingdom of heaven. Come and enjoy eternity with me.